think I try to live my life with a minimal amount of hypocrisy. So I want to know, am I really, truly, deep down a hypocritical fella?
Welcome back, Patriots. Gonna have some fun here with more of the can you pass the Democratic hypocrisy test. Been having fun with that for the past month. So I get answers, I get actually some bites on that one. I had a question up this past weekend. Who was your Democratic pick? And it doesn't seem like any Democrats had a pick. No one answered that one. I'm telling you. But things are going to get stupider and stupider as we get closer to the election. We can see that from the incidents that happened this past weekend. And of course, it's going to happen. It's going to be all the wrong reactions to it. I don't know, man. We'd be lucky if we see an election at this rate. Anyway, you know what you do. If you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. And do subscribe if you haven't already. A couple of you have left comments saying that you've been unsubscribed without your knowledge. So please check your subscriptions. You haven't been getting notifications from me, and see if they've taken you off. You know they do. They are still hardcore censoring, and still Trump's sitting on his ass not doing anything about it. A lot of talk, no action. I don't know. Where's Barr? Where's the IG report? Where's anything? There is no justice, folks. There is just us. And as I say, I don't know how bad it's going to get, but eventually it's going to come down to us to do something about it. Can't count on a corrupt system, that's for sure. All right, let's get to this one. I'll see you on the flip end.
No, definitely not. Not the modern definition of liberal. I'd be more of a classical liberal. Freedom for people, small government.
Well, you've already passed the Democratic hypocrisy test. Basically, it goes over things like, do you think it's hypocritical that liberals say they are the champion of women, but they have transgenders taking over women's sports? And
man, the real feminists are pissed about that kind of stuff. They're taking away what femininity means to be to them. They're just mucking it up. And then, I agree with you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very good.
I'd rather keep doing
here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton for you. What do you do there in Orlando?
I teach.
What do you teach?
Life skills.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is my future wife.
Oh, yeah? Does she know that? Yeah, so you identify yourself as liberal, do you? Or,
As liberal? I don't know. I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
That shows a bit of intelligence right there, right, to begin with. Yeah, basically, it starts out, it's like Democrats and liberals tend to champion women. They say, they're the champion of women's feminism rights and all. But is it hypocritical of them to have transgenders taking over women's sports and denying women scholarships and first places and stuff? Do you think that's a bit hypocritical?
You said like transgender women?
Yeah. No, transgender men. You have men that are transgender, and they're in women's sports right now.
The genetic makeup is still different, no matter how much hormones you give them.
Transgenders are taking over all the women's sports, wrestling and tennis and everything else. I mean, you're a big guy. If you're competing against her, you're going to win. I don't care what you identify yourself as.
Right.
You're going to win.
Your genetic makeup is completely different.
Thank you. So is it fair that, men, basically physical men who identify as women are competing against women and denying them scholarship? You think that's a little hypocritical?
Go overboard for sure.
Thank you. Think it's hypocritical that right now liberals are saying, they care about children because they're throwing children in cages. It's cruel. Well, is it hypocritical that liberals believe in abortion up now to birth and infanticide? I mean, if you care about children, wouldn't you care about that too?
It goes both ways. I mean, at a certain point, the baby's almost a full-grown baby by the time. If it's up to birth, I think that's a little too late.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Well, now you got liberals saying stopping free speech. They're censoring anything they don't like. I mean, they have rioting at Berkeley, stopping people from speaking. How the hell, how do you justify that? Everybody should have a right to say what they want to say. No one's forcing you to go listen to them. And if you got a good argument against it, give it to them.
What are your thoughts on, it's always seemed to be interesting because, for me, I got to think about, how certain decisions affect others bigger than ourselves in the country, right? So how do you think, for example, right, we're talking about children being locked in cages. I mean, I do agree that kids being killed up to an infant age is just wrong as kids being locked in cages. And what do you think is the difference between the two as far as it being okay with kids being locked in cages and abortion? Because sometimes I see what happens is people go from completely one side and they don't really see how both sides affect each other.
Well, the thing that, the policy, if you're coming over the border illegally with a child,
yeah.
Well, when you break the law, let's say you get stopped for DUI and you have the kids in the car, and they arrest you for DUI, do they take the kids to jail with you?
They don't take them to jail with me.
Right.
They hand them over to a family member.
Thank you. But they're separated from you. But the point is, there's a lot of children now, there are a third of them that they tested coming over, don't belong to the people that they're coming over. So they're not even related. So we don't know if these kids were kidnapped, if they're being brought over for sex slavery, So we have to figure this out. So you separate the kids, you do the DNA test, you ask the kids separately from the people, the adults, and say, is that your parent? And so, that's a policy that Obama started. So that's just an ongoing policy. And they most of the families are reunited now after they go ahead and figure out what's what.
What about the conditions they stay in?
Conditions are great. I mean, if you look at the conditions, if you look at the films of the newscasts that have gone down there, they're getting 3 meals a day. They're staying in air-conditioned dorms. They're getting education, medical care. That's another thing. They're getting better care right now than a lot of our veterans are on the street. The homeless veterans. You go over here, and how many Americans are pitching tents underneath the overpass?
Yes.
So you're getting illegal aliens are getting better attention now than Americans are. It's a bit hypocrisy too. I mean, we should be taking care of our own first, and then we can, and when you're coming into this country, all we're asking, nobody's saying you can't come in, just come in legally.
I think it's a little bit more difficult for some.
Tough. Life's difficult. You teach life skills. I mean, what do you teach?
No,
you teach what you have to. How do you deal with the challenges that come at you in life?
Right.
They're not easy.
No.
It's hard. So you teach how to go ahead and deal with these challenges. If you're coming over, come over legally. If you've got a good reason to be here, we're the most generous country in the world. We let more people into this country than all the other countries combined come into this country. So we're the most generous country in the world. Just come in legally. That's all we ask. someone comes to your house, wouldn't you have them rather knock on your door and say hi, before they just open up the door and come in?
Depends on who.
I got a vote.
You'd still like to know who's coming in the door before they come in the door.
If it's my mom, I mean,
Well, Mom, sure. Come on, Emma.
Understand, she doesn't answer.
Well, your mom's got the keys. Come on, Mom, come on in.
Yeah.
But as I'm talking about strangers, you just don't want strangers walking in, So that's it. It's like we are the most generous country in the world. I think of what's happening now is a lot of people are making up problems where there is none, just to create,
Propaganda.
Yeah, thank you. You got it. You said the word propaganda. You go ahead and try to get people riled up.
Yeah.
That's
You want to be diplomatic about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't have. Well, our president's not so. He's not well. He's not the best I can't say it. He's not. But yeah, he says what he wants, which is kind of sometimes it scares people. They're not used to.
But when was the last time we ever had a president talk directly to us? If I had a nickel for every time I heard he talks like I think, I'd be as rich as him. But that's it. People. He resonated with working people and ordinary people. He didn't speak down to them, and So he has that. Is it rough sometimes? Yes. But then again, life's rough. I mean, grow up. Take it. This is not. It's If you're going to get this, worried about every little thing people say, I mean, this is like, what's hate speech? Define that, I mean, it's, you can't worry about the small stuff, man. You got to live past that. You got to suck it up and go on and pay attention to what's important and move forward. That's what it is.
Oh, nice meeting you.
Oh, my pleasure. Nice meeting you, future wife.
All right, have a good one.
God bless you too.
So what's the Democrat hypocrisy test?
You're brave enough to take it, are you?
Absolutely.
All right.
I think I try to live my life with a minimal amount of hypocrisy. So I want to know, am I really, truly, deep down a hypocritical fella?
Well, I don't think so. You seem like you're right off the bat. I mean, you seem like you're pretty even-headed, man.
Try to be.
Yeah. I know you don't take this shit too seriously.
Not at all. Not at all. That's why I wanted to come over here. That's why I had to come over here.
I know. Yeah. But I can tell that people take it too seriously right off the bat. You were one of them.
Right. I was looking for some fun. That's really why I came over here.
Yeah. So where do you hang politically? Where do you kind of be?
I hang at the part where most of them, I believe, are only self-motivated.
Thank you. So you're a member of the piss party.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. I kind of lay that way too.
And people get so mad at me when I don't vote, and I say, I tell you what, my not voting is a vote. If you put forth a candidate that motivates me to vote, I voted a while back. I haven't voted in a little while. At this point, it's two sides of the same coin.
I don't know so much this time because you see, this guy right here, he wasn't supposed to be in there at all. And he didn't belong to any of the secret clubs and the elite society bullshit things.
Okay.
So he came from a working, aspect. And I look at, who are your enemies?
Right.
He had his own party against him.
Right.
So I think I was pretty good. I like that.
Okay. All right.
If you got your own party against you, you must be doing something right.
Right. There's some truth somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
That's your young man.
That is. That's my youngest son right there.
I think you ought to listen to this guy right here. All right. Here's a hypocrisy test. Liberals say they're the champion of women, right? They pretty much hold that handle. Well, do you think it's fair that they have transgenders taking over women's sports right now? And, denying the women
the right to compete and win in their own event.
Right.
Okay.
They've been hypocritical.
Yes,
thank you very much. Yeah, you know, also as everybody say that, you know, they're the champion of children, right? Oh man, you know, you put them in cages. It's horrible. Yeah, it's okay to have abortion up to the moment of birth.
Right. Okay. That's
A little bit hypocritical. You think that's a bit?
That's all right. Okay.
Yeah. You think it's okay for homosexuals to lecture us about morals?
No.
Thank you very much. You there. How about, do you think it's okay for them to give more to the illegal aliens than they're giving to the homeless veterans and Americans?
Right. Yeah.
That's hypocritical,
right.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's okay that the fact that they say they're the most tolerant ones, you know, but they're censoring everybody they don't like?
Or pushing it down your throat.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Say, you pass some foreign colors.
Okay, all right, there we go. Okay.
Here's it. I'm going to give you win a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. It's good for any crime in the world.
All right, have a good one.
As you see, we have some passers there. No one here has failed. Not this go around, anyway. So thanks for stopping by. Again, hit the like button if you like it. If you care, you share. If you can, please contribute. That's badassunclesam.com. Hit the shop button. Go to Threadless, get yourself a design. Become a subscriber at Subscribestar, Badass Uncle Sam. Or just throw money at me at PayPal, BadassUncleSam76 at gmail.com. All right, God love you. Pray for